Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylah and I make scrunchies and bows. I've been doing so for 10 years now. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to roll fabric onto fabric boards. I use comic book boards for all of this. I use the current size. I'll put like a little photo here because I can't remember off the top of my head. But I use current size, and I also use the ones that are thicker because I find the really thin ones, like the normal standard ones that you can get, they're just not thick enough. You can definitely get different size ones. I just found these worked perfect for these bookcases. These are from IKEA. They're called the Billy bookcase and they fit perfect amount. I do also get a lot of questions about, I guess, the sunlight and the dust. Dust, I'm not worried about at all. I came from a brand new house where I had the smaller fabric wall in this house. There's not really any dust in here. The only thing would be like lint actual from the fabrics. I'm not too concerned about that with what I'm making. If I was making something else, you might want to put it away and protect it against that. And the sunlight, I'm also not too concerned about. When I say sunlight can damage fabrics. The UV can make them lighter. I'm quite far back from the window and it doesn't get direct sunlight. I've just never had anything happen with any of these fabrics, and some of these fabrics have been sitting in the wall for like years and I've never had any lines. So I'm not too overly concerned about that either, but it is obviously up to you. Would like to do something like this, or you find it better in boxes, and that's completely okay too. It's just my personal preference. I just really like the look of the wall. You can put up like curtains, something that can go like straight across. That's completely up to you though. I'm going to show you how to roll small pieces, medium pieces and large pieces. Most of these I do recommend to do probably 3 meters and under. I can do about 5 meters on the boards, but they just get really awkward to roll up. I do much prefer having anything more than 4 meters on actual boards because they're just a lot easier to handle for me. I'm also only using small amounts at a time, so I do make scrunchies. I'm only using like this much at a time, so it is a lot easier for me to have them on board so I can just roll them out easier. When making like dresses and stuff, it probably might not be as easy to do them on here. You are using the exact same boards as me. I do have 2 different types of fabrics, mostly like with the size of the WOF, which is width of fabric. With different bases, you get different sizes. Because I get most of my stock from Spotlight, they do have 112 centimeters and then they have like maybe 60 inches. I don't know. They have like ones that are quite large and then ones that are smaller. The cotton bases I find are the ones that are quite small and they cannot just be folded in half, whereas the ones that are like rayon and satin, they need to be folded in thirds. If you are looking at these and wondering why they aren't being rolled the same, that would be why, just because different WOFs. First I'm going to start with one that's about 1 meter. So this one is a cotton base, but I do have a feeling that it is a little bit wider than the normal cotton bases that I have. So as you can see, there's quite a big gap up the top. So pretty much I have it folded in half. So I have it salvage to salvage, and then I fold about midway. Just making sure I like iron out any of the creases because I can sort of feel, yeah, there was a crease underneath. And then I fold the top part over. And then with this, I usually put it probably about 6 inches from the side. So it does that. And then I just roll it. I do try and roll it with enough, probably at least over an inch on this part because it is easier to put in the wall so it doesn't just like flip open. So again, I usually just fold it inwards a little bit. And I just roll it on with enough so I can have it sit flush. It's also a good tip to have all of these facing the same way. So when you pull them out, you're not pulling out double sides. Now if you have small pieces like this, I tend to fold them the other way. So this is the WOF here. And there's only about 20 centimeters left. So I end up just folding it the opposite way. Like that. And this is an example of one of the cotton pieces. So these ones I've just literally folded in half and then folded on top. So I will show you also how to roll one that's quite long. You might end up with a piece of material that's just all over the place like this. You want to start by finding the salvage of the material, which is the part where it's got like text usually, or maybe it's like frayed. You want to join one selvage to the other. So with these two sides together, fold in half. You want to try and do that the whole way down. And just make sure that when you are doing it, it's not skewed. Because sometimes when they do cut the fabric, it can be sort of like diagonal. So you just want to make sure that it's not skewed, which I'll figure that out in a second when I put it on the table. So this part is pretty important because you don't want to fold the fabric up and have it wonky. So I'm pretty happy with that. There's no massive like bumps and lumps. So I'm going to fold this one in half and just make sure that it doesn't go wonky at this end. Some materials are definitely a lot easier to do this with than others. I have struggled before with satin. Some satins are easy, some satins are just a pain. See, I don't mind if it's got like a probably centimeter overhang. I think it's also important to mention, see how it's got like this line here? I try not pull too tight on this hand because some materials are a little bit more stretchy than others, and then you're kind of yanking that material that way. So you just want to try and do it as gently as possible so you're not messing up the materials and then stretching it out. There we go. And to put them in the wall, I make sure that all of mine are sort of facing with this loose part to that side. And I put them in by kind of putting my hand in and shoving it in like that. And then just kind of making sure that loose edge is tucked away nicely. It does work better when the fabric wall is full. When the fabric wall is loose, kind of like this one here, it is a lot harder to have them all set up straight because this will just like fall. I did actually start out with Kmart bookshelves, like the cube units. If you only have a small amount of fabric, that would be great for that. Like those gaps in between, so you don't really need a lot of fabric to fill it up. Whereas these, you do need a lot of fabric, and they are a lot harder to get in and out, whereas the little cube units are quite easy, especially for someone that's just starting to grow their collection or has a smaller collection that they want to have on show. That's pretty much it. Pretty easy and simple to do. But if you guys do have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll try and respond to them as best as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!